Hey, Tacoma Comics here. How you guys doing? So don't watch this live. Like honestly, Max and Amber have a better show going on right now. I just got to get this ECCC Emerald City Comic Con rant out of my head. But honestly, like I didn't want to leave their show, but I didn't want to be up forever doing this. So um,
because
yeah,
at the end of the day,
yeah,
we have to,
definitely.
like you said, we got to remember we skipped.
It's a good conversation, right? I mean,
Entire-
it's disjointed because you're trying to respond to people in chat whose comments are like 5 minutes behind your comics. But what's up, Nola? What's up, Perry? Yeah, I'm just telling them I'm leaving because I don't want to be rude. I'm live with less important stuff.
Where it's something else that's still pretty new. And
all right, I just wrote cater instead of later. I'll be there in a second, Nola. But yeah, I think you'd be happier that you didn't go. I don't want to lose my audience, but I can't find my good bottle opener. There we go. All right. Okay, now I'm back. So I don't even know where to start, y'all. Um, you can start back in like pre-COVID times. I liked I liked Emerald City Comic Con. I can remember a couple of years ago, maybe back 2016, 2015. I would go with like this many comics to get signed, and like it was a fun ordeal. Meeting creators, getting things signed. I know some creators who would sign anything. And then people started charging, and like if they charge, or they'll do 3 free signatures, and then they'll charge you for the fourth or something like that. Chris Claremont can charge me billions of dollars, and I'll pay that. Some people have earned that. You can see where I'm headed here. I talked to my LCS owner. I didn't even stop by for Cates or Stegman because I don't care about Venom, but apparently Cates and Stegman were charging like $30 each, and you had to use a special code if you're getting their book CGC'd. So you couldn't get use your own a CGC account to get like your own discount for whatever level you were at. The whole thing was just felt like a scam. Just felt like a ripoff. ECC, ECCC, ECCC is wonderful. It's a great haven for people of all sorts of nerdosity to like gather and express themselves and just be happy and enjoy themselves. I don't think it's for me anymore. Maybe I'm just old cranky guy, and I'll accept that now. I'm in my second half century of life. Okay, I've become old cranky guy. That's okay. I'm happy to be there. But when there's a rave going on in the Funko Pop tent with people like jumping up and dancing, trying to catch the Funko Pops that are being thrown out, I realized that it's not really a Comic Con. It's just a pop culture con. And that's amazing. I'm not bashing that. This is not like those people are wrong or I'm a gatekeeper and saying it has to be this way. I'm just saying the way it is isn't so much get off my lawn. It's not for me anymore. So I only brought 4 books to get signed. I didn't research Bob and McLeod. I actually should have gotten a lot of stuff signed by him. He was like the inker on New Mutants and G.I. Joe #1. So I'm going to bring some books back tomorrow for him. But I brought a few books to get signed. I saw Tula Lotte, and I honestly, hey, Captain, she signed this copy of Silver Coin. Silver Coin is really good, by the way. If you haven't read this, definitely read Silver Coin. Good book. I can't even show you, like, this is one of those covers where this is just a sheet in front of the cover. You're absolutely right, Southern. And I used to enjoy him more, or maybe they just also used to have more creators. I don't know exactly what it is, but it felt different today. I got to say, it was run really well. And there weren't a lot of lines because it's Friday and, most people worked. I didn't. Anyway, I can't take this cover off to show you what's behind it because it's that dirty. Hey, what's up, Ian? I just saw you over in Amber's show a little while ago. Uh, I didn't know Mark Russell was going to be there. I must not have read, but I haven't read this yet. And I got the A cover. This is the B cover. I love Mark Russell's stuff, so I'll always give him a chance. That was really cool. Kristen Guznuk. I can't remember how to pronounce her name. Goodsnook. Yep. Wrote this. This was a big comic a while ago because there was, it was optioned or they were talking about producing something based on it. Probably never came to anything. But I picked this one up and it was an okay read. It wasn't a great read, but I dug the idea. And she was nice enough to do, my fingers are covering it. Where is it? Oh, right up here. It's hard to see because it's thin ink and is in the shadow, but she signed it and she did a little sketch right there for me, which I thought was really cool. So then the other thing that I wanted to do, so I wanted to get Rose Besh to sign this because I love this cover. And I was going to wait out the eBay prices and buy this like a year from now when it dropped. But because the con was coming up and I didn't have a copy of this yet, I spent like $70 on eBay for it, which is overpaying, right? This is not a $70 book. This will not be a $70 book next year. This will be a $20 book a year from now. But I happen to like it, so I was okay having it. Turns out I could have gotten at the con today from several vendors for about $40, but I paid the eBay prices. I got it in time. I had it ready. I found Rose Besh. Now, here's why I couldn't find Rose Besh. She wasn't in Artist Alley. She was signing with Frankie's Comics, right? So you are absolutely right, Nola. Um, so she was with Frankie's Comics, and this is where like maybe I'm just not loving it anymore. But this whole idea of like these people signing with another company or being a attendee invited by a company. So it doesn't say in the program Rose Besh with Frankie's Comics. So I thought Rose Besh would be there and I'd be like, hey, I love this cover. I think you're great. And I kind of went up to her. I'm like, hey, and I handed it to her and she's like, oh, I said, I'd love it if you could sign and do a remark. Oh, I'm not doing any remarks. That's fine. Like, I don't expect that. You just always ask that and hoping you'll get a remark, just like, Kristen Goodsnick did. I didn't even ask for that little sketch. And I was like, cool. So I figure she's going to sign it. She's like, oh, that'll be $20. Listen, you're awesome. This is a beautiful cover. And I don't begrudge you asking for money for a signature. You're just not a $20 level signature, in my opinion, yet. So I've got this beautiful hip hop cover that, I'll probably hold on for a while because I love it. But I'm not, no, I'm not spending $20 to have you sign that. Sorry. So there were some comic vendors there. And, the problem is you're not going to find a lot of deals at Comicon because the comic vendors there know what they're doing. You're not going to get like huge deals. So I went to a lot of people and they just had stuff that was kind of overpriced. I went to Unknown Comics and they had like massive walls of their stuff. Some of it looked really cool and they had like buy two exclusives, get one free. But then they had, oh, that one's not one of their exclusives. That's a store variant, or that's, that doesn't count. And, then I started looking at things. I'm like, I already have that one. I already have that. Like the Woman of Marvel with Rogue that Stephanie Hans did. So I ended up just getting this cover for $15, which I actually really love. Really, really love this Darth Maul. I just thought that was really cool. Not even sure who the artist is on that. I have no idea. It's down there in the bottom. If any of you can read that, I can't. But I thought that was a really, really cool Darth Maul cover. So I was happy to get that. Found this other guy who had like he's an exclusive artist for Scout Comics, or he does like exclusive covers or his own covers for his Scout Comics on books that he's on. So he had these books and he had these deals. Trevor Brown, he's owner of Galahad's Comics, but I guess he does these covers for comics that are produced by Scout Comics. So he said, if you buy one of my exclusives, you get to pick 2 free comics from this box. So I went through the box first, and it was great. So I bought this for like, I don't know, $10, and I bought this for $15, and he signed both of them. They look cute and fun, but nothing like fabulous or earth shattering. But then I got these 4 comics for free with those. Worlds Collide newsstand. I'm collecting this Worlds Collide run, or it kind of went back and forth between Superman and Steel and Action Comics and all the different Milestone comics at the time. So I really want to get that whole complete set. Ultimate Fantastic 430, the first cover of Marvel Zombies. I also have their first appearance in Ultimate Fantastic 4 at like 21, I think, or 20 or 19 or something. Infinite Crisis, first appearance of the new and current Blue Beetle, I believe. And What's Up, Comic Forge? And then this Infinite Crisis 6, second printing sketch cover. So to get those 4 comics plus the 2 signed ones that I actually was buying, I thought was a freaking deal. I love that. Let's check out the chat. Don't you love when people say, let's check out the chat? And Southern Comic Geek says, Fan Expo owns most of the big cons now. Yeah, and Reed Pop's the other one. Reed Pop owns C2E2. I think they own New York Comicon, and they own Emerald City Comicon. So yeah, only a handful of comic vendors. Yeah, I think that it's harder to find those. I might start going to more of like the little strip malls that have like mini shows. It just might be better that way. Welcome Comic Forge, and Nola says he loves his guy at Scout. Scout's a good place, definitely. So I did find one comic vendor that had a bunch of stuff that I'm collecting as run fillers. These Miss Marvels. I got number 6 for $2, number 7 for, I don't know what it says, for $7, number 5 for $7, and number 4 for $4. Now, I think those are reasonable prices because I saw these exact same comics at a different vendor across the aisle for like $15 each. They're not keys. They're just fun little run fillers. I like the Miss Marvel. I just like the art style from Bronze and Copper Age because that's kind of what I grew up with. So I was happy to get those. Also found these 2 from the same vendor. I might have this or I might not. I can't recall. If I do, great. If I don't, then I do have it now. Really love this cover. I have a feeling I sent this to Houdat for his daughter, but I'm not positive. I gotta check. It might be somewhere. It might be nowhere. I got these 2 X-Men Origins. I'm collecting this series or these sets of one shots. I've got about half of them for $2 each. $2, $3. I don't know. I guess Wolverine is $1 more than Beast. So that was pretty cool. Then I found I Like Comics, which you might see Bueller talk about them. They're down in Vancouver by him. Massive comic book store. Really cool place. I saw Bendis there a while ago doing a signing with Mark Russell and David Walker. I'm trying to get my Claremont run of X-Men books in better condition. So some of the throwaway like non-keys I had were a little like ticked up and ruined. And at first, when I was just trying to complete that run, I was like, I'm going for this. This is all I want. But now that I went back through it the other day and I'm like, ooh, there's about 10 or 15 books in here that are like for not modern, but for Copper Age, like throwaways. They really should be better. So Frankie's Comics has like hundreds of boxes and they all just say 70% off cut sticker price. So Like this X-Men 208 newsstand that says $10 was actually $3. This $8 one was like $2.50, and this $8 one was like $2.50. So these are, three X-Men. None of these are major keys of any sort, but they're Chris Claremont X-Men, which make them special to me. And I needed them in better condition than the ones I had, so I got those. Another guy had a book that I'd forgotten to put on my pull list from my LCS, so I went ahead and grabbed the 2 copies of Historia by Kelly Sue DeConnick and Phil Jimenez. Phil Jimenez did a lot of the work um, on her Aquaman run. But look at the artwork in this book. It is stunning. It is stunning. Like, he's gone next level on this. There's just, this looks like it could be a really good comic. I mean, it's like trippy in here. Really, really good stuff. So pretty happy with that. Really happy with that. Yeah, very happy with that. I might, if I like this enough after I read it, I might track down the 1 in 50. It's like a fake leather bound one, fall leather. But anyway, went to one more vendor that had a bunch of $2 books. And if you buy 20, it would only be $20, which is the same price as 10 at $2. But I couldn't find 20 that I wanted, so I ended up only spending $16 there. But these are just kind of filler and stuff, or kind of cool stuff. I always liked that one. I don't think I got it when it came out, so I was pretty happy to have that. I will always buy these United States of Captain America when I find them cheap, because each of them had a new character. If one of those characters becomes big, you're good. X-Men 500. Couldn't believe they had these for $2 each. I've got both of these, but it's nice to have more copies and to sell them. They are both wraparound covers, if you've never seen these before. And I believe there's a sketch of this as well. I think this is one of, it doesn't say in the barcode which one the variant cover is, but I think this is the variant cover. So there's a classic X-Men variant cover that would not be this, by Alex Ross, a variant cover by Michael Turner, and an X-Woman variant cover by Terry Dodson. And I don't think I have, this would be the Dodson's one. No, this, maybe not. No, there's been there too. I don't know which covers I have, but I have 2 covers, and they're all really cool. And it's X-Men 500, and it's awesome. Then they also had X-23, 17, 18, 19, and 20, which I needed. And then I don't know why this one's here. It should be somewhere else in the pile. This was $4 at that place that had the 70% off. So this was actually like $1, which is really cool. And a slight upgrade to the one I have. The one I have actually wasn't as bad as I thought, but pretty happy to have that. So that's that. Overall, I didn't love the con. It didn't seem, again, I want to be very clear. I'm not like bashing pop culture events. Might be nice if they were called something other than Comicon, but I'm not bashing pop culture events. I wasn't feeling it because there weren't a lot of writers and artists in Artist Alley that I was interested in seeing. So that left the rest of the show, the parts that I'm not into, to be a much bigger part of things. And I wasn't really very interested in that. So that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for joining me, Southern and Nola and Pressable Defects, and Ian popped in here for a bit. And Captain Comics just dropped off to say happy birthday. And Perry was lurking in the beginning. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going back with some friends tomorrow. Don't know necessarily what I will do, but, at least I can get crepes at the food stand outside, outside the convention center. Talk to y'all later. Peace.